53. Save to browser. Okay, I am logged in into, this is a very new account which I created on my son's name. I have four accounts, my wife's account, my own account, another one, and this is my fourth account which I'm having on to Facebook, because I cannot be trying everything in one account itself. So once if you're logged in onto your Facebook account, okay, very simple stuff. You just need to come down here on top and then change this www to business. Okay, so this month I'll just go down and give you the URL, exactly which URL you need to be using it. Text search, slash overview. Now this is the URL that you need to be using it. business.com business.facebook.com slash overview. Okay, when you come down here and when you do that out, slash overview, enter. Okay, you will get on the screen. You will get on the screen. Checking. Are we here? I think you have steps, you know exactly how to do this out. Okay. First, facebook.com slash overview. Very important if you want to run any advertisement onto Meta Universe. Okay, you need to be having an account here. So your personal, by default, whenever you create a Meta account, for example, if you have an Instagram account or Facebook account, they have their own advertisements platform. Facebook has its own advertisements platform. Okay, and as well as what is called as Instagram has its own instance, what is called as advertisements platform. So what are we going to do is, we are not going to use those individual platforms, but rather we'll be using a centralized platform. Okay, with this one account, believe me, you can have multiple ad accounts for different businesses as well. So that is what we want to do it. Very simple. I want you to just go and click on to create. Okay. After creating it, what you need to do is, you just need to what is it called as name this. What happened? Password. For what password? Okay. Now what you can do is, you can just come down here and then go down and give a name for your business. Okay, give a name for your business. So here I'm going to go down and create I'll just say I'm going to say here SV agency services. So SV for me, it is basically called as social one. So agency services, that is what I have named it. So this is the business name. Whatever the business name that you want to have it. Maybe you might be having your own business. So based on that, I'm going to go and create that. Now who is the user? So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to add my name. Hey, please come in here. Okay, we'll get started. 1, 2, 3. We'll get started separately. Okay, 2 minutes. We'll finish it off. Okay, and then come down and enter your email address here. So I'm going to go down and enter email address. I'll just say ask Shariff 360 at the rate gmail.com. I believe you might have understood this pattern. Correct? Okay. Please, Karona. You don't need to do that out. We will get started in a minute.
No, email से email which email should I put?
वो आपकी मर्जी, जो भी आपको ईमेल डालना है, आपका पर्सनल ईमेल डालना डाल सकते हो। मैंने डाला हुआ है, मेरा खुद का ईमेल एड्रेस डाला हुआ है मैंने। Clear? Done? हो गया guys, हो गया? Now look at that. So believe me, this is your business account, okay, and name. Okay, this is the name that you will be running your business. Now this is called as business manager. Means Meta Business Manager. It is not your Facebook account. It does not mean, so for that you need to be having an what is it called as Meta account. In order to have business, create a business manager, you need to be having an Meta account. Clear? Understanding it? Okay, very simple process. I'm just doing it because I'm also recording on this, so that if I want to give it to anybody, so that they can just go in and do step by step. I can't be explaining every time because I cannot be creating these accounts again and again and again. Believe me, for every class, if I start creating it, I don't know how many accounts I need to be creating it. I literally can't do it. So that's the reason I'm trying to make sure that I'm recording this class, and I'll share you this complete recording as well, so that you can just watch it. And if you want to create it, create it. You can create multiple times. It means you can create maximum 2 or 3 or 4 accounts per meta. Okay? Once done, click on to submit. Now what happens is, now it will get into something called as business manager. It will ask me a few details. Now look at that. It is asking me, click, means I need to be confirming my, the account has been created. I need to be going down and confirming my email address. So what I'll do is, I'll just go on to my email address. Oops. Okay, so oops. Google 206788.
It is asking unable to create account. You have reached the limit for the number of images you can create at this time.
So this is the first time you're creating it. No, आपके पास नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. मतलब you have already business accounts added.
I have this account.
Huh?
I have this account.
Use a different account. Do you have any other account with you?
I didn't.
No. I meant to say, do you have any other email account with you?
Email account I have.
Email account नहीं है. Facebook account, Meta account.
I have only one account.
Not now.
You can use this account only, right?
No, that is what he's using, his account itself. So I'll just go on to Facebook. Now I have it here, and then I'll just click on to confirm. Okay. Simple process, huh? But it is a very simple process. If you want to write as well, you can write it and keep it, because this is very necessary if you really want to run your business on your Facebook. Now from here you can manage. Now this is your business manager. This is your interface of business manager. This is your interface of business manager. Now if you see here, it is been divided. I'll just go down and pause this information here. Look at that here. Okay. So I'll just go scroll. Now look at that. This is my business manager. When I click here, you will be able to see that I have already 2 business managers, 1 and 2. This particular business manager has 6 assets. 6 assets are nothing but properties that we have it. What is properties actually? What is property? Any idea? Even you can just tell. Property means land, house, bike, jewels. Assets. Yeah, assets are nothing but properties. So this assets are nothing but your Instagram account, your Facebook account, okay, your WhatsApp account, all these are basically your assets. Understanding it? So look at that which I created just now. This one. Clear enough? Understanding it? So SV Agency Services is basically the account which I have just created right in front of you in very simple stuff. means the steps. Okay. Now, apart from that, I'll be able to see that your account has, this is basically Muhammad Anas, is that my son's name, and this one is my personal account. This is my personal account. This is my personal account, and these are all my business account. Now, by default, this particular account we need to be creating it, but this account it is already created when you create your Facebook account by default. Cool enough? Understanding it or still understanding it? Okay. Now, if you see here, now these are the things that we need to be understanding it. In here, we can manage users from here. We can manage users from here. Okay, and then we can manage accounts from here. Now, this is where we can add our properties, assets. Okay, and this is where we can actually create our data sources. Okay, data sources are nothing but data points. Where are we collecting data from? How much data we collected from WhatsApp? How much data we collected from Facebook? How much data we collected from what is called as Instagram? Okay, or how much data we have actually collected from our website. All that data is basically, we just need to come down here under data source. That is what it is all about. Brand safety. Brand safety is, for example, for what this account means, if you are having your own brand name and you want, you do not want anybody else to, nobody else to use your account in order to manipulate your brand name. So what you can do is you can just go, you can do your brand safety and verify it and do that out. And then you have registration, integration, payment methods. So believe me, whenever it comes down to advertisements, you need to be doing payments as well. So you can just go and add your payment methods here and then utilize which payment method you want to use for which account. And then when you scroll down below, you will be able to see security, requests, notifications that any business account gets it from another business account, and then you will be able to see business info and setup guide. So it's a very simple mechanism. It is not confusing like Facebook is. Okay, Facebook usually changes a lot, but here you will not see any changes happening, and they have made it very simple and easy. Earlier it was not that easy, it was very complicated in terms of understanding it. Now believe me, they have made it. Now believe me, I can create my Facebook page. For that you need to be having an account. I can create my Facebook page, I can create my Facebook what is it called as ad account. I can create my what is it called as pixels, everything I can just go and create from here. Going into Facebook, it is not. I think you might have learned exactly how to create a Facebook page, going into Facebook and creating a page. I think that is how basically you people have learned it. Now believe me, you can create a page using this account itself, directly here itself, or either if you are having an existing page, you can add here or create a page or request a page. Assume that if you are having a business and you are having a Facebook page or Instagram page, you can ask them, I can ask you and request that page to bring into my business manager so that I can manage that account. Now what is happening is, whenever, for example, assume that if you go down and create an account, if you go down and having social media, Facebook page, you just went and created your Facebook page. Now what happens is, now you want to have a different team managing that page. You want to have a different team. You can take in these two scenarios. Otherwise, you are a business owner and there is one digital marketer in your company and he wants to, you want him to manage that account. Or else, you are working for a company and you are a social media expert and you are providing social media services, or you are providing social media services and you want to work on their social media platforms. See, the thing is very simple. I will not give access to my account. If I am a business owner, I will not give access to my business account, but rather I will give access to the page that you need to be working on. The ad account which you will be working on, the business account that you will be working on, not my page. From my account to your account, I can connect it. Got it? So that is what this account is, but this account is very, very important when it comes down to business. So first thing is, what I recommend you is, by default there is already one user, you can add many. I'll just come down and I'll show you exactly how do you go down and do that out. When you come down below, the first thing, for the first area which I actually inform is, come down to business info and click on this and then you will be able to see the information here. Now this is where it is information, where you can fill in your information. Now look at that. This is my business agent, means the business name. This is my business name, and then I have business manager and the business manager ID. This is my business manager ID. Primary page, I haven't added any primary page for this particular thing. If I want to add a primary page, I just need to click on to edit here, and then I need to go ahead and add my primary page. Very simple. I'll just click on to edit, and I can just define my primary page and then attach the primary page to this agency. But believe me, it is optional. It is not mandatory. It is optional. It is not mandatory. Okay. But if I want to permanently delete this business account, I can just go down and delete it right here. You need to come down here under business info and then scroll down on top if you want to delete it. You will be able to delete it, not a problem. The account will not get deleted, but believe me, you have consumed the number of accounts in your account. Okay, that is one thing. You just need to go down and fill in all this information. I'll just click on to edit. Now this is where you need to be filling in all your business information, your legal business name, which has been registered with the government of India. Okay, because what happens is, whenever you are running, because Facebook is charging you money. Okay, any money that comes down, they generate invoice. On whose name they will be generating? In personal, they will generate on your name. You cannot claim GST there. But if in this cases, what you can do is, if you are having GST, you can claim taxes, everything can be come down here. So that you can tell them that, okay, I have spent this. And believe me, every month, based on the thresholds, they will be giving you a number of invoices, or you have details. And if you go into billing details, I'll show you in a minute or so. So we can just go and file it. Only thing is, what you need to do is go down and enter your legal business name. Okay, I do not want to enter some. I'll just go and do that out. Okay, which country your account is related to? I'll just come down here and then say India. And then locality, if you want it, you can mention. Okay, I'll just make sure that I'll keep all these details authentically, because I do not want to go and create an unauthentic detail. But however, this is just test account. I'm not creating this account in competence to run the business. I have already many business accounts. Now this I'm showing it so that not only you, the other people, later on, if I will not go down and show this account, because I will not be able to create as many accounts as possible. Believe me, for every class, if I start creating these accounts, believe me, how many accounts I needed, I don't know. And I'll be confused understanding that in which account what I have it. So which website, business website, you'll be having your own business website. Or for example, I can just go down and say any business website. I'll just say here, I can just come down here and then say http:// pixelsprout.in. Now you don't need to worry. And then if you have your tax ID, it could be your PAN card or your what is called as GST number, because GST number comes with PAN card number as well inside. So you don't need to worry. Either you can add your PAN card number, business PAN card number, not your personal PAN card number. Okay, business PAN card number. If it is you are a proprietor of that company, then you can add your own PAN card number and GST number, because your GST will be on your name if you are a proprietor. But if you are into partnership or anything, you have a separate name, separate PAN card, not your business PAN card, not your personal PAN card. You need to be adding your business PAN card. Okay. Once done, click on to save. You just need to enter your tax ID here. I don't have it here. I just click on to save. Now what happens? The information is pre-filled. Okay. So last updated on 11 Jan. Look at that. This is basically the little history exactly. How do we actually go down and edit our accounts? Second thing is, when you scroll down below, now two-way authentication factor in order to secure your business. What we do is, you just need to go down and do this two-way authentication stuff. This is only for people who does not want to. The moment when they log in into your account, immediately you will get notification. Until you approve them to get inside, they will not be able to get inside. Clear enough? Understanding it? Now when I scroll down below, Okay, then you will be able to see that my email address has been approved, my name has been approved, and business notification, see business development. This is what it is all about. I believe if you have created this, whatever it is, man, believe me, this is how basically a normal business creation is. Now there is an account, add account limitation in this account. As a new account, it will allow only one ad account only. After you set up an account, after you start running your ads and other stuff, what happens is this will go down to maximum 3 accounts. Not 3 business accounts, 3 accounts in this business. Later on, after doing more, this number will actually display that how many ad accounts you can hold in this one business manager account. How many ad accounts can be kept. Now by default, since it is our new account, earlier Facebook used to give 5 or 10 business accounts earlier, but right now they have limited one business manager, one ad account only you can create. You cannot create multiple ad accounts. Okay, multiple ad accounts. Now after setting up an account, after running advertisements, after doing everything, then what happens is this number will increase. That means now you will be having an option for creating another ad account. For that, you just need to log in into your business account, create a page, create an ad account. That is what you need to be doing it. You don't need to do anything else. Clear enough? It's very simple. Believe me, anybody can go down and do this out without much difficulty. Okay. Once done, once this information is done, okay, we need to come down under users and look at that. Under users we have people, partners, system user. Okay, that is what we have it. Now that means when I click on to users, people, now people are those people on Facebook or Meta. You can just say these are the people who are on Meta. I think you have Facebook account. If you are having Facebook account, Meta account, what you can do is you can request them and you can add them here. How do we add it? I'll just come down here, click on to add, and then what I can do is I can just go down and add, enter their email address. Who are they? Who are they? I can say whether they are an employee, whether they are an admin, whether they are an employee or whether they are an admin, means whether they are an employee working with you or you want them to access the entire account from their account. Believe me, here as I said that you are not entitled to go down and give your Meta username and passwords. In here, what are we going to do is we are going to take their email addresses and we are going to ask them, okay, this is how you can sign up. Now for them, they need to be having their Meta account. They need to be having their Facebook account by default. If they have it, only they can log in. Otherwise, they need to be creating it. Okay? If they don't have any ad account, if they don't have anything else, no pages, no problem. Believe me, with this manager account, you will be having all control it. To whatever that you are going to give access. Okay? And advanced option, who are those? You can assign them the role as what? A developer, a finance editor. Okay, that means and financial analyst. These are all optional option. Believe me, if I say admin, means look at that, you can just go down and read this option. Employee access. We recommend adding people as employees that can only work or assigned accounts. Okay, that means if you are having 10 accounts there, okay, if you are added one person into one account, assume that if you start agency tomorrow, if you start an agency tomorrow, now that means when you are starting agency tomorrow, that means if you will be having multiple people working on your accounts. Believe me, you got one business, two business, three business, four business. You want one business to be handled by one person, not all all that businesses to be handled by one person. You want to see exactly what is progress. Based on that, you can assign them. That is what administration means. If you feel that you are assume that you have a partner or an other person who is otherwise social media manager, okay, in your company, who is doing all that social media activities. So what you can do is you can give him an admin access to business manager account, not your Meta account. Okay. Now he will be having control over everything. He'll be having control over everything related to the business account. So what am I going to do is I don't know exactly which one. I'll just go. The thing is, for example, if I want to add any account, I'll just go down and say here, for example, I'll just say T Rakhib. I do not want to do this out. I'll just go down and say here, I don't know my friend's name. email address.
And add any one of us.
That is what it is all about. This is a test account. This is a dummy account. I am not using this account in terms of running advertisements. No way. Okay, I have my other accounts because I do not want to go and keeping on creating accounts. So I'll just go down and say here, for example, okay, give me your email address here anyway. np dot yadav mohan at the rate gmail.com. Very simple. So this should be, I can add any number of people here so that you can access your when you can access this account. You will be getting an email saying that you have invited for this. You should accept it. Only when you accept it, then it will be happening. If I add you as an admin, if you add as an admin, assume that if I add as you an admin employee, then what happens is when I click on to next, you will get an what is that called as, it means oops, it is asking me no business page has found, invite them. So I need to be having a business page for it. I'll just come I'll just come down and close it out. Okay, now after that you have partners. Okay, if you want to have shared partners, believe me, you are having an asset and you want to share the asset, you can just go down and do that up as well. Same assets, it is your, you are also an owner, I am also an owner of that asset, you can also do that out. Okay, coming back to something called as accounts. Now this is where the actual cream is available. This is where you need to be handling your complete account right from here. Now if you see that you have page, okay? Now if you see that now, if I look at that, I don't, in this account I don't have any pages. In this account I don't have any pages. So what am I going to do is I'm going to go down and click here. Now I have three options. I have three options under pages. Now what is Facebook means? It's a Facebook business page or business profile, you can say. Now this is what Facebook is actually calling it, new experience page. That is called as profile page, business profile page. Earlier we used to call it as business business page itself. Now profile page, because most of the feature of profiles has come down into this content, and they, believe me, they have made it very easy actually. So add a page means, that means if you are already an admin of a page, existing page, you can go down and add a page. Believe me, what happens is few of them in that class, what you do, Vijay actually helped you in terms of creating a page. Now here you don't need to create a page. What you can do is you can just come down and create a page. What you can do is you can just go down and add that page right into this account. Now believe me, in order to have a business account, you need to be having your business page importantly. Believe me, if you don't have it, no worries. Now second option is request a page, request access to the page. Now request access to the page means if you are an agency and there is a business and they have a business page, you can send them the request to that business page, asking them, please give access to that business page to our business manager. Understanding it? Give access to that business to our business manager. You just need to select this, and when they'll be getting a mail notification. When they approve it, immediately now you will be having access to that business account. Not business account, sorry. What is called as page. And then assume that if you do not have neither your current page or do not want to give access, you can go down and create a page. Creating a page is damn easy using this. Okay. And believe me, even there it is damn easy. It is just only you need to be pre-filling three what is it called as areas. So what am I going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on create new pages. I'll just say create new page. I don't want to add any page. I'll just go and create a new page. I would recommend you, if you have a page, make sure that you click on to add a page. Okay, if you can click onto this. When you click on this, you just need to go down and mention the URL or name. For example, I'll just say here Imran. I'll just say here Imran. So look at that, I'm having, this is my page. I can just go down and add this page to my, I can just go down and select and I click on to add, which I'm not going to do. This is how basically I can do it. Now if I want to go down and request a page, I can click here and then I can select add a page, create a page. So primary page required. First thing is one page is required. That is what. But however, this is if you want to request a page, you can just go down and do that. But in this cases, what am I going to do is I'm going to create a page. When I'm creating a page, now these are a few options that Facebook, sorry, Meta asks. What kind of page would you want to create for what? Okay. It says me that whether it is a local business or a place, company or an organization or an institute, business or products. Then you have women's. Either you are basically an women's. What it means if you are running an e-commerce store, that is what it means. Okay, or artist, brand, or public figure. You are a celebrity, or you are otherwise you are personal. You are creating something on your personal name, or entertainment. That means you are having a YouTube channel, or what is it called as it could be your website, your blog, blogging on entertainment, and you want to create a Facebook page only on that. You can just go down and do that up. Or it's a community, or means a cause or a community. That means there is a small NGO, you want to they want to create a page. What you can do is you can just go and create. Believe me, these are all options that we had it in our old what is it called as business, Facebook business. But those options are available still here, but they have eliminated from there. They have made their creating of page much more easy. Just open, create, get into your Facebook account, and then create a page. That is what it was all about. I'll just show it to you exactly how the other one is basically used. I'll just say facebook.com, and I'll just once if I'm into facebook.com, I can just click on here and then say pages. Under create option, I can create pages. Now this is how I can create a page. This is how you learnt it. So you just went and gave a name, you just went and gave a category and bio, and then created a page and then started setting up the page. But in this case, it is asking you that what type of page would you want to create. This is another way of creating a page. Okay. Now, for example, assume that if this is basically a what is it called as means a local place, local business. Local business means it has name, phone number, address, location. If that is the page, I can select this one. Okay, if I am running a company, it is not a local business. I can bring people from anywhere. I can work from anywhere. It does not matter. That is what company is all about. Organization. It does not. You are not limited to one specific area. Then you can use this, or an institution. Okay, I'll just go and create this one, and I'll create an institution because I will make sure that people come down here. Okay, now I'll just say brand and product. If you are e-commerce store, if you are having an e-commerce, so you define exactly what is your business of nature of business. Please, whenever we are creating a page, we need to be understanding the nature of business. Now, for example, Yadav is in real estate. Okay, you are into real estate. You are a vlogger. So in your case, you need to be doing this one: arts, brand, and public figure. In his case, he will be doing company, organization, or institution. Okay. Now assume that you are having a local business targeting that surrounded areas. So what you do is you select this option and do that out. Those categories are not mentioned in this area. The reason is very simple. They say, okay, what is this category, and little bio about your page. That's it. Very simple, neat, clean, and anybody can go and create it. It is not a rocket science actually, this one. But here you need to be going and choosing it. Okay. But in this case, what am I going to do is I'm going to go down and select local business. Okay, I want to do that out, and I'm going to say here click on to place, and it is asking me exactly what is this page will be all about. I'll just, what is the page name? I'm going to say yes. I'll just say PS Academy. I'm going to say, believe me, I want this to be a, please believe me, this is a dummy page which I'm creating it. This is not an actual, because I'm not going to utilize this page at all. So then I need to be choosing exactly what is this category, which category it belongs to. If you see here, even I can go down and mention categories, but for my categories, I need to be typing here and understanding exactly which categories are. But Facebook is actually giving me a list of categories where I can just go down and see. For example, advertising and marketing. Then you look at home services, agriculture, airport, apparel and clothing, beauty and cosmetic, business services, cinema. Okay, you look at that. There are home improvement, hospital. There are so many things available so that you can go and use it. So what am I going to choose? Means whichever it is close by, which is more related, close to you. So what you can do is, I'm not going to select school here. I'm not going to select school here. I'm going to come down on top. Look at that. If you're into real estate, property. So here I'll just go and say local services. I can say local services or anything related to it. I can just say here anything related to business services. Okay, now I can select in business services or professional services, or what you can do is you can select this local services. I'll just select business services. And for this specific, do not want to go and tell my page as this page is basically an school. No, this is not a school. This is a business service. I'm training people for what is it called as businesses itself. I'll select business service, and then I'll just go down and enter my what is it called as details and the city. Okay, which city I am actually into, and then I'll just click on to create a page. Okay, I think the city is wrong. I'll just say Bangalore, India. Okay, and then I'll just click on to create a page. Boom. Now look at that. That is how basically we are creating a page. How many of you feel that this is very difficult? It's very difficult, right? Look at that. The page has been created. Now that means page has been created. I can just go down and view this page. I can click here and I can view this page. So this is how my page will actually look like. Easy, right? Now what I can do is I can just go down and configure that you learned it in a different class, or that you will be learning in a different class. I'm not talking about that, this one. My main area is actually how do you go down and set up. Now look at that. This particular page has one default user, which is me, because this is my account and this is me whom I'm managing it, because I have verified this email address using my email itself. I am a default user, not the Facebook account user. Okay, my Facebook account user is, if you just come down here, if I just come down here, you'll be able to see Muhammad Anas is basically the account user. But here when you come down, you'll be able to see Imran Shariff. Now that it is Muhammad Anas is basically the profile user, account user. But for business account user, I am the what? Manager. I am the manager of that account. Clear enough? Till here, understood clearly? Do we have any doubts here? Believe me, the reason why am I doing this, I'm just creating this and I'm going to upload this as a video. Whenever I'm asking you to please go and create it, I want you to just go down and watch this video step by step and go down and create up your own accounts, so that I do not want to invest more time. So if you're facing difficulties, I can sit with you, I can help you in terms of creating it. So that is only purpose, because I cannot be creating this again and again and again, because I need to be having tens of I need to be creating every time Facebook account. Facebook is not going to let me create a Facebook account. So I believe this has been done. So once it has been done, I need to get into something called as add account. Okay, or I can see, look at that, by default Facebook page is being added. If I want to create a Facebook Instagram account, when I click here, I can also go down and add an Instagram account as well. But for that you need to be going manually, creating Instagram account and then connecting Instagram account by using these options. Click on to connect your Instagram account. You cannot create your Instagram account here. You have to first create your Instagram account. I believe you can go into Instagram and create an account, or use your phone in terms of creating your account, and then convert that account into a business account and then connect to this page and add it here. Very simple process. Okay, the first thing is create your account using a desktop or your mobile. Okay, then go into settings, convert that Instagram account into a professional account. When you create your account, it is not professional account, it is personal account. We do not want any personal accounts, but we need it for business name. If you need it, it has to be a personal account. Just go down and click comments, go into settings and enable that personal account. It automatically asks you for authentication. You can just apply that thing, and then come down here and then connect your Instagram professional account here. Now here Facebook will take only professional accounts, not personal accounts. I'm telling you, personal accounts will not be taken. You need to convert your Instagram professional account, so personal account to professional account. So that is what, only then you will be able to run advertisements. Otherwise, you will not be able to run advertisements. If it is your personal account, you need to be using that personal ad account in order to run your advertisements. But if you cannot use this out, apart from that, you need to be having your business account. Now, business WhatsApp account. Please understand that, not your normal WhatsApp account. It is not your normal WhatsApp account. This account is basically an what is that called as? This account is basically an you created this account using WhatsApp Business. There is another application called as WhatsApp Business. First thing is you need to go down and install that application and migrate your personal account, personal number to the business number, because business WhatsApp Business has more features in comparison to your normal account. Okay? Now only then you will be able to add your account. Now this particular page will be added. We will be that is what we need to be doing, as this particular page will be connected with your Instagram account and your, what is it called as, WhatsApp account. Believe me, connecting this is very much, because I don't have any Instagram account to connect it. For that I need to be creating another dummy account. For that there is so many what is called as rules and regulations are there. So I just need to go and add that out. Otherwise I need to be finding a way how do I go and create my dummy Facebook Instagram account and add it here. And WhatsApp, literally I cannot have too many WhatsApp accounts and numbers. So for that I need to be having another number. I need to be verifying it. But what I'll do is I'll create short videos in terms of creating this connecting this WhatsApp account overall. It's a small video on top of this this entire account setup. Okay. Now for you need to be doing that. Now before doing that, you need to be having an ad account. Look at that. I don't have any ad account. I don't have any ad account. Very simple. I'll just come down here. SV agency services. That is what it says, that it does not have any ad account. When I click here, it is having three option again. It is having three option again. Add and business means add an ad account. Okay, that means if you have an ad account, by default you have an Facebook account default, you can add that account. Plus, even if you add, you can only manage that account, but you will not be able to do all those things that you want to do it into your business account. Okay, again it will be just, you can manage from here, but you cannot actually take all the power that a business manager means a business ad account has it. So you can request a business account from any of your clients or your anything. It can be anything. If you're running an agency, if you're managing too many accounts, what you can do is you can just use this out. Second option is create a new ad account. Okay, so what am I going to do is here, since we created a page, the process is very simple. Same thing here. I'm going to click on to create a business account here. Okay. Now you don't need to worry on this. They keep on sending, because they are moving their payments to some other location. You don't need to worry. Payments has been moved. Create a new ad account. That is what they say. Now I need to be going and giving the what is it called as ad account name. I'm going to go down and say this one as, okay. I'll just say here PS. Agency services. Okay, ads, to just differentiate, understand it, because my business manager is PS agency services. Okay, and then I will be having same name, then I'll get confused. So to avoid confusion, what you can do is you can just go down and say ads, or ad or ad account or whatever, or advertisements, or you can just say here, I'm just going to say ads. Okay, I'm just going to do that out, PS agency ads. This is just the name of that account. It does not mean that, but it has to match your business. That is what it is. Otherwise, what I can do is, since it is basically an academy services, I can just say here PS. I'll just say academy. I can say ad account. Okay, I can, well, I'll just say ads, just because I can understand this is an ad account. And then I need to be choosing the what is that called as, yeah, time zone. Now please understand that our time zone is plus 5:30. Our time zone is plus 5:30. So I'll just need to go down and look for plus 5:30. This is minus 5:30. I'll scroll down below and then look for plus 5:30. Now 5:30 is also Colombo and Kolkata. Please understand it. Whenever you're creating this, don't select Colombo, because believe me, you need to redo. You cannot correct when you're done here. When you created Colombo, you need your ad, you will not be able to do anything. You need to be again creating in another ad business manager. That is the reason I say avoid this. Please make sure, go and correct. Look at that, GMT plus 5:30, Asia Kolkata. This is very, very important. Got it clear till now? Now currency, I mean, in India, if I want to spend it, I'm not going to spend in USDs, obviously. So I'll be spending in INR. So I'll just go down and select INR from here. I'll just go down and look for INR, and look at that. Was creating an ad account was that difficult? No, you just need to say next, and boom. Now look at that. It'll be asking you what even this ad account will be used for what? To my agent, means to my business, or to other business or client. So if it is other business and client, you can select and then add their business ID. Or if you say no, mine, you can just say mine as well, not a problem. I'll just say mine. I'll be running for my own. I'll just say here create. I'll just say here create. Okay, when I click on to create, my ad account will be actually created under SV. Now look at that. Now I have a user which I am by default. I can add many users here. First I'll select the user. Now how this person is going to control this account? Okay. Whether he is going to control this account partially, okay, in partially means partially or full. If it is partially, what is he going to manage? He can manage only create, edit, access reports and views, then view performance, manage creative hub mockups. Okay, this is what they will be able to do it. Second thing is full access. That means they will be having full control. Obviously I need to be having full control. If you are the one, if you want to add it, don't limit yourself. Go down and give full access to the ad account. I am going to say full access, and I'm going to click on to assign. I'm going to say assign. The moment when I click on to assign, my ad account has been successfully created. Now tell me, is this very difficult?
No. Look, one doubt. You told that while selecting ad account, we can just take our own right client.
Pardon?
No, while creating ad account, for whom we are creating ad account, we can give to a client or for ourselves like that. So what is the difference between those? I mean, payment wise, anything different?
Yeah, the thing is, if I am having an ad account, I'll just create an ad account for you. Assume that you are a business. I'll create an ad account for you in Business Manager, and I'll give you the access so that you can add payments. Believe me, obviously, I will not add payments. Yeah, I will not run. Tomorrow, if you don't give money, then where should I go? I'm spending money on your business. Please understand this very, very clearly. Good though you asked that question. If tomorrow, if you are starting up your own agency, now please do not go down and add your money and run advertisement onto other people. Believe me, money is not going to come down. He says, I did not get any what is it called as business. Okay, I'm not going to pay you. Then where are you going to go?
So our personal advertisement we can use like our ad
for them, yeah, you create one and give it to them. Let them add it, and from payment will be deducted from there. Done? Understanding it? So you don't need to bother about it. In here you can manage multiple payments, you can manage multiple accounts, multiple users, multiple businesses. That is the reason you need to be having this account. Understand? This is means business manager. This is not a meta account.
Normally, what agency does is like they ask money, they will have to send the money to them, and they'll run the ad and they'll give the output. Yeah, but yes, sir, because I have seen that one. For example, if Meta charges 100 rupees, they will ask 200 and they will take and they will do it like.
See, obviously, yeah, assume that if I'm working for your business, do you think that what you are going to pay to Facebook, I'm not going to get it?
No, sir, but why we are saying a client for doing themselves the payment then?
Obviously, no, that is what I want to means I want to work means I need to be getting paid, right? I am managing your account, I'm doing everything for your business. How do I get paid? If Facebook is taking money, then how do I make money? So obviously I will be having my cut. In your case, whatever this in the thing you said, believe me, there are so many what are called as businesses who does not have what is called as registrations or whatever it is. They don't have GST, but still they want to go down and run their business. Otherwise, they will be having it. Okay, why should I give them? I'll take money from you, including GST. 10,000, I'll spend 10,000. GST is going to come back to me. It is not going to come back to you. In this case, if you add a client here, you are asking payment, the billing will happen on their business, or you can take it on your own business as well. I'll leave it to you. Understanding it, I'll leave it to you. Exactly, you understand what is your concept. How do you actually start processing up your business and start collecting money from your clients? Now, any money that you collect from here, it is, what is it called as? In advance, not after. In advance. It cannot be after. If you select after, you're gone case. Believe me, you need to be running behind them. Please give the money. Don't spend your own money. Take in advance, only then run advertisements. If they are not paying money, don't run advertisements. Khalas. That's the only thing that you need to be doing it. Don't be generous here. Whenever you are doing this, don't be generous. Some means front person is not going to be generous to you. If tomorrow, if I'm running advertisements to you, if this is not commission based, okay, I'll tell you, I'll spend money, whatever the business that you get it, okay, we'll have 50-50. In that case, you spend your own money. In this case, if you are actually telling that, okay, I will run, you come down and say that, please, I want to bring more leads or sales or whatever it is, I want to get that out. So then in that cases, I'll say, please go down and give, what is your budget? This is your budget. For this much budget, you're getting this leads. You pay me that first. Okay, I need to be giving it, I need to be adding into Facebook, only then. Facebook has two types of accounts. One is prepaid account, another is postpaid account. Now, prepaid accounts are those accounts, personal accounts, wherein in order to run advertisements, you need to upload the money. You need to be adding into their wallet. They have a wallet. You need to be adding into their wallet. From their wallet, they are going to take that money out. But when it comes down to the business account, it is postpaid account. That means first you invest, you first authenticate your cards. Okay, then you run your advertisements based on the thresholds. So maybe in a week or 7 days or 8 days or amount. If they reaches that amount, they will deduct from your account. The same amount. The same amount will be deducted and they give you an invoice for that. Clear? Understanding it? Very simple concept. Here, postpaid. That means you don't need to add money again and again and again. Money will be taken from your card. So I would prefer using this method rather than having that method. Suddenly money finishes up and I don't know exactly, and I was busy, I was not able to upload money, or there is some banking problem which I cannot actually upload money. At that time, what happens is my advertisements will get immediately stops. Now, any advertisement stops, and if your campaign is running good, if advertisement stops, even for 1 or 2 hours, believe me, you are going to lose that campaign. And account suspension. Not account suspensions. They will not, because they have taken money from your account. You have already money, then you're taking money from the person. But in this case, your ad account will be suspended for not paying the money. So make sure, not business account. So this is postpaid account, so make sure that you pay on regular basis, otherwise your ad account will be suspended. So these are all few things, few basic things here. You don't need to be a master in this. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. So if you want to go down and add your payment method, you can add it, but I'm not going to add any payment method here. I can just go down and add payment methods. If I want it, I can use it. I'll go on to page billing addresses and I can just go down and do that out. I'll just click on to close. Are you sure you want to exit? I'll just say exit, yes. Okay. Now look at that. I have this person who is managing it. Now when you see here, under this ad account, I need to be adding assets as well. When I click on here, you see that I have connected assets. You will be able to see something called as add assets. So every area, whenever you are seeing pages, you will be able to see people and partners. Okay, when you click on to add account, okay, you will be able to see people, partner and assets. Assets are nothing but properties. So that means this is an account. For this, which property asset you are going to add it. I'll just click on to assets and then I'm going to say add asset. Now if you see that I don't have any asset, for that I need to be creating another asset called as pixel. I need to be creating another asset called as pixel. So believe me, this is how basically you need to be. Today class is all about setting up an account, because I'm doing this again not for only you, for everybody later on as well, and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or whatever it is, I'm just going to do this out, because the reason is very simple. I cannot show this again and again and again. That's the reason I'm just making sure that video, and you'll be having access to this video. Yeah. Now in order to create, what am I going to do is, the next option is here I have an ad account, I need to be going down and adding, I'll just go down into look at that. I have two areas I can just go down and do that out. One is data source and another is basically brand safety. So I'll just click on to data source, and under data source you will be able to see this option called catalog, pixel, offline events, event data sets, custom conversions, event source group, shared audiences, then you have business creative folder. Now all these are options available for you. So in here we are going to create another one important data point. Now what are we going to say? Pixel is basically a data point. Data point is basically it starts collecting data from several areas for your business, not for Facebook, for your business. You can understand that pixel is basically a container to accumulate data. Most people knows about that, but however, so I'll just go down and click on to pixel. Now look at that, I don't have any pixel. Okay, so what am I going to do is, I'm going to go down and click on to add. Now look at it, is going to say that, okay, this is how basically you need to be creating your pixel. You can access pixel from other areas as well. You can create from there. I would recommend you to do not do that from there. Do it right from your business manager account. This could be the best way and the easiest way, not the confused way. Okay. Now I'll just go down and I'll just go down and say here, look at that, and I can just go down and add the URL as well. Right now I don't have the URL. It says optional. Now for that I need to be having a domain for it. For this I don't have a domain for doing that. Otherwise, even if I want to go down and do that out, I can just go down and mention that account. I'll just go down and say https://socialwine.com, or I can just say pixel psacademy.com, or whatever that is, or it could be a subdomain or anything. It does not matter. I can just go down and add it. Now this is optional. Now check your website for easy setup. Now that means the moment when I add that out, it will tell me that how do you want to set up. Okay, understanding it? I'll show you exactly how to set up as well a pixel on your website. It is the most easiest thing as well. So I'll just go and add that and just click on to continue. Now it tells me that how do you want to continue this pixel. Means continue managing business or set up your pixel. Okay. Now in this cases, what am I going to do is, pixel is ready. I do not want to go down and use this. Pixel is ready for me. Look at that, this is the Pixel name, SV Agency Pigments Pixelments Services Pixel. Believe me, I want to change this name. Very simple, believe me, I want to say PS Academy Pixel, if I want to do that out. So what am I going to do is I'll just come down into edit option. Sorry, so here I cannot do that. I'll just go on to event, open event manager. I want to change this out. I'll just say open event manager. It goes into the pixel options here. Okay. Now my pixel is not set up yet. I have just created, not pixel. Look at that. There is a problem. I'll just come down here and I'm going to go down and change my ID. So I'll just say here PS. Okay. And then I'm going to say here Academy Pixel. I'm going to name it as Pixel itself, and I'm going to click on to save account, and now I have that name. Now what I need to do is I need to be connecting this pixel to my, what is it called as, website. So in order to do that out, I'll just go on to my Social Wine website. I'll just say socialwine.com/wp-admin. Now I want to go down and log in into this account. So I'll just say login. Oops. I don't know. I don't know, I forgot the email address. I'll just say ask Shariff. No. So this is the website actually. I'll just go down here, dash admin. I'll just say social wine. I think this should work. Yeah, worked. I'm on to this account. Now I'll show you exactly how do you connect it. Believe me, you will also be doing this in your sessions. Okay, now I'll just go on to plugins. Okay, now under plugins I'll just say add new plugin. Okay, now under add new plugin I'll just go down here and then say here I'll just say meta for WordPress. Okay, meta for WordPress, and then you will be able to see this one. It says 3-star. Okay, we can go down and use that. I don't know why people have given low number of stars, but this is the plugin and this is an official plugin from Meta. So I'll just go down and click on to install. So instead of playing with codes and doing that, I would recommend you to use this method in terms of going down and creating your adding your pixel, because what I'm trying to do is I'm connecting my website to my what it called as a business account with using a medium called pixel. I'll talk about pixel in my later area when you are getting to know, understand that and how do you manage that, but here I'm not going to go in depth of it, but here I'm just making sure that you are understanding how do you connect that. So I'll just go on to set elements, and then you have meta. I'll click on to meta. Now it is asking me exactly how do you want to get started. I'll just say get started. Now look at that. It is asking me, do you want to continue as me? Not me means my son. Okay, I'll just say this one and say continue. Okay. Now it is asking me which account. Okay, I cannot expand it. So please just see it off. I cannot expand it. So first thing is business manager. What is that you want to connect? If you see here, we have business manager. Can I expand this? Yeah, so I believe now you're able to see it. Okay. Now business manager. Now which account and which business manager we need to be selecting it, which I created right now. I'll select and I'll select SV agency services. Now this is the business manager account I need to be selecting. I'll just click on to continue. Now I need to be selecting a page. If you remember that we created this page. These are the two pages which are available in this account. So this is the page which I created personally by default in the in this way. Where it is in this way. Okay, but this account I created here in the normal way. Where it is. Okay. So if I'll just go down and select this out, and then I'll just click on to continue, and then it is asking me connect my Instagram profile. Right now I don't have any Instagram profile to connect it. If you have an Instagram profile, you can come back and connect it back. You don't need to worry on that, but automatically it will get connected when you have. First thing is you need to be adding your Instagram profile there. Only then it will start connecting it. So I'll just say continue. Okay. Now it is asking me which ad account would I need to be connecting it. Anas, or this is the personal ad account, and this is another business ad account which I'm having it. So I need to be selecting this one. Okay, this is the one. I'll just select. This is the ad account which I want to connect. Okay, I'll just say continue. Now it is asking me which pixel. If you see that just now I created this pixel. I'll select this pixel and then I'm going to say continue. Now look at that. Okay, it will tell you that what we did with this plugin is it is connecting my WordPress website with my business manager account. It connected my business manager under that page, under that Instagram profile, under that it connected my ad account and as well as pixel. Believe me, one domain is connected to all this elements. This is very, very important in order to get started with your advertisement. This is very, very important. It is not that you just had an ad account, you just had a page and you start running your advertisements. No, you cannot. You cannot do that out. So I'll just say continue. Now it is going on. Then it is asking me you require this. I'll just say next. Now one more thing that I need to be understanding is here. Where it is, I think this is the one. Okay, click on to close. There is I believe I'll just come back. Now what happens is I think there is no pop-up or anything as such. Now it gives you this message. It gives you this message. Connect your business to Facebook. Connection is pending. It has connected. Now connection is pending. I need to be confirming it. I agreed to share my token with this site. I can just confirm and click on to confirm and you are all done. It's that easy. Step by step. Believe me, it is not that you just need to go and these are the steps that you need to be going and creating it. Look at that. Now when I say manage, it tells me that these are your contents that is being connected. Look at that, your ad account and your pixel account has been connected to your WordPress. This is an app which has been connected.
So this plugin has to be there throughout, right?
This plugin has to be there throughout.
And over, I've done my through manual.
I would recommend you to change it because this is more better way, the feasible way to do that out. Now, for example, assume that if your website is not WordPress, then you use manual way. There is no other option. So for example, if I'm just going down and I'm visiting Social Wine. Okay. Now I'll just come down here, enter. Now I'm using a plugin called what is that called as Pixel Helper. If you see that there is a pixel already added on my site, PS Academy Pixel. This has been added on my site. This is how basically you do it. Believe me, did I touch any code? I did not touch any code, but still I was able to add it. Now this is very, very mandatory. Now what the reason is, what is happening is, once you have an traffic, you are running advertisements or your people are coming from search engine or XYZ, what happens is here, you will be able to get what? You are able to get people tracked by that pixel. So you start collecting data. Where? In Facebook, so that you can remarket them. You can remarket them, you can evaluate them, you can assess your performance, whether this particular ad is working good or work means it means your advertisement is not working good. Cool enough? Understood till here? I believe I am not what is that called as boring you people. Boring? Clear? So just a moment here. Done? Any doubts till here? Any doubts here? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Now, the moment when you a pixel has been set up to our website. So when I come back here, if I just come down here, when I refresh, now you will be able to see our website is basically, the pixel has been added. Now believe me, still pixel is not set. You need to be setting up the pixel as well. This is the final step in terms of analyzing, activating your pixel. The pixel is not active. Look at that, there is a red mark. So you need to be making sure that this red mark is being removed. To do that out, what am I going to do is, I'm going to go down under the, see earlier I did not have this option. Now after setting up the pixel, I'm getting this option. So at this time, I need to go down here, aggregate event measurements. I'll click on to aggregate event measurement. Click on this because I do not want to use manual measurements. I'll be using aggregate measurement. That means I'll be using an API. So I'll just say configure web events. I'll say configure web events. I'll just say configure web events. And then what am I going to do is, I'm going to click on to manage domains. Now the biggest problem here is here. Now this particular domain is not actually managed by this one. So for now, when I click on to add domains, it is asking me to add a domain. Look at it going into brand safety. So when I come into business manager here, I need to be in order to go down and activate that pixel. You're activating your brand is also very, very important. Activating your brand is also very, very important. To do that out, I'll just go down and select, I'll just say brand, brand safety, and then select domains, and then I'll just click on to add, and then click on to domain, means create a domain. I'll just click on to create a domain, and I'm going to say here social wine. Believe me, if this domain is connected to some other business manager account, it will not let you add this account. If this particular website means domain is not connected to an ad account, I will be able to add it here. It will tell me that whether it has been connected or not. I don't know whether it has been connected or not, but I'm doing it. So I'll just go and say add. Now that means this particular domain is not connected to any ad account. Believe me, I have so many websites. I don't know, whenever I'm doing something, I'll be going and doing this. So the next option is, what I need to do is, I need to come down here, and then I'll just select next. I'll just select root folder. I'm having two resources. I don't know, I'll be this one I prefer doing that. I prefer uploading a file. I'll just click on to HTML file and I'll download. Believe me, if I'm not able to access my hosting account, what am I going to do is, I'm going to go down and I'm going to use the first method. But how am I going to use the first method? I'll show you in a minute. Okay. So now what I need to do is, I need to be going down and getting into something called as an ad account. I'll just go on at this account and then say hosting. Now this is where I am hosted my account. So I'll just say login. I hope yesterday I sat up and cleared it. Okay, things are there, passwords, everything are saved. I'll just log in. So now since I'm logging in, the file which I have downloaded right now, when I clicked, it got downloaded. Now that file, I need to be uploading it onto my account. So if you see here, I have social wine. I'll just go on here, click on to manage hosting. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to select social wine. Now this is where I need to be selecting social wine, and then what am I going to do is, I'm going to click on to file manager. Believe me, you will be having in detailed information how to work on this. You don't need to worry. Okay, I'll just click on to file manager, and then once if I am into file manager, what am I going to do is, I'm going to go down Click on to public underscore HTML. Now this is where I need to be uploading my HTML file. So I'll just say this little option upload, and then I'll just say select file, and I'm going to select this option. This is the file which I downloaded right now, and then I'll just click on to open. So the file has been uploaded. Very simple. Okay. So I'll head back to my ad account. I don't need to do anything else. I'll head back to my account, and then I'll just say verify domain. Now if you are using Windows or anything as such, this button is being actually brought down. It will cover up. You need to scroll up or make your window smaller. Okay, so that otherwise you will not be able to see this button. We have done means we got into confusion. We thought that it was not scrolling up. We thought that there is no button, but you just need to go down and reduce it. I think you can hold a shift and minus button, automatically your window will become smaller. Or there is the or you figure it out exactly how do you increase your browser resolution. Click on to verify domain. Now what happens is this particular domain will get verified. Look at that, boom. Now look at that, we have verified domain, we have created pixel. Now what I need to do is I need to go down and connect the asset. I need to be connecting the asset. In terms of that, I need to be adding the ad account. Which ad account will be associated with this domain? So I'll just go and say add asset, and look at that, I have this new experience page. I'll select on this and I'll just say PS Academy, and then I'll just select it and I'm done. यहाँ तक हो गया. So what am I going to do is I'm going to come into event manager. I'll click on to refresh. Now what happens is now you will be able to see that domain actually comes down here. Now this is the final step in terms of setting it up. So socialwine.com, and then you have 0 of 8. You have 8 events. Facebook gives you how many events? 8 events. You need to prioritize which event that you want to track on priority. Very, very important. Earlier this option was not there. It was there, but we were not using it. Now you need to tell Facebook what is your intent. Okay, what is your intent? This is very, very important. So I'll just come down here. And then I'll just click on this little option and then say manage event. Okay, just click on to manage event, and when you click on to manage event, it says that some events may negatively affect your ad delivery. So precisely activating those events are very, very important. I'll just say edit. Now when I say edit, it says that, believe me, I would recommend you, whenever your ad account is new, you need to set up exactly what type of event that you need to be creating it. So to change this domain configuration schema, okay, you can use pixel or your custom conversions. Custom conversions are, that means you are telling this is what I want to track. You created that and you're tracking that. Or pixel is you are tracking all the data right from there. In that there are options. From pixel there are certain options. Otherwise you create your own or you use predefined. Pixel is basically predefined and custom are basically you created. Now it may take 72 hours if you have set up and published after certain configuration. That means any edits that happens after doing this, I need to be waiting for 72 hours before I start running my ads. When doing so, do not go down and change. When your ads are running, do not go and change. Believe me, your ad will stop. Either it will stop or it will not proceed further for next 72 hours. If you might see, believe me, I was running an advertisement and I was showing people how to do that out, because when I click on to edit, when I click on to save, boom, my advertisement did not work for 3 days or 4 days. It did not yield anything. Means my advertisement campaign affected, because advertisement is running, but the problem is the reach does not understand, because the information that you have collected into that data becomes 0. So I would recommend you, please make sure whenever you are doing this, do not go down and edit when you are running your ads. Okay, never ever. Now define this at initial stages itself. Click on to add event here because we do not have any event, zero event we have it. I'll just say add event. When I say add event, now this is where you will be able to see high priority. Now this is where I need to be choosing pixel or custom conversion. So I'll just select pixel, custom conversion or pixel. This is from Facebook. This is me created customly what I want to record. I can click on here and then I need to assign an event. What is that event I need to track? Now, so for example, PS Academy is an institute. Assume that. Okay, PS Academy is an institute. Now, what I need means if I'm running an advertisement, for what advertisements I'll be running? Advertisements I'll be running for leads. If you are into real estate, you'll be working for leads. If you are an e-commerce store, you'll be working on sales. E-commerce store does not mean that you're selling a product or a service. Okay, rather than you inquiring people and collecting the data and talking to them and converting it. So believe me, if it is a small ticket or anything, I want people to buy it immediately rather than they coming to me and talking to me. So what am I going to do is I'm going to click on this event, and then there are predefined what is it called as events that I'll be having it here. I'll scroll down below and look for something called as leads. But if you want to track something called as what is it called as purchase, if it is e-commerce or sales that you want to understand it, you just use purchase. And there are so many activities. You just need to understand exactly which you need to be configuring. Please me, this is where you need to be choosing the right event for your for your ad account. Now this is more or less your ad account success relates on your number of events that you have actually triggered on your pixel. Okay? So I'll just scroll down below and then select leads as my lead account. Okay? One event, this account. Now look at that. That is what you need to be doing it. You don't need to be doing much adding it. If you want to add any account, anything else, I want to see how many people have visited my contact page. To do that, I'll just click. If you want it, I'll apply and give it, because I have used out of 8 events, I have used 1 event. That means you can use 8 event as well, but define which is the highest priority. That is what you need to be doing. If you want to add anything, just click on to add, and then again it will come down. It is the lowest priority. Okay, I'll just come down here and then I can choose exactly pixel. I can come down here and then say contact. That means number of people who contacts me through my website. So that means I will be adding them as an what is it called as an event. That is an event. Whenever people fills the form and they contact me from my contact us page, now that is an event which I want to track. Clear enough? Very simple. This is simple setup. Even if you do not want to have them, but make sure based on what is your thing. If you are into real estate, if you are into something, you can use leads. But if it is not, then you use something called as purchase or sales or visits or whatever it is. Based on it, you need to be choosing that. You need to be defining exactly what is your events. What are those events that you want to start tracking on your Facebook pixel. So I'll just go and click on to apply and I'm done. Look at it. I'll just say yes now, and then it might take effect immediately. I'll just say apply and boom, done. Okay. Once this has been done, look at that. I have used how much? 2 out of 8. Okay. When I come back to business manager, I just click on to back. Now I don't have that red mark. My website is now on. So that means a pixel has been configured correctly without any difficulty. Without any difficulty. That is how basically I create my overall. Now what happens is, now any people who visits this website, any person who visits the website, now what happens? They will get tracked. Now they will get tracked. Very, very important. Understanding it clear. So the moment when any person comes down here, believe me, irrespective of where they are coming from, how they are coming from, even if you visit this website, your data will be tracked right here. And you will be able to see how much data it has been collected. Clear, guys? Understanding it or still understanding it? I hope I have just gone very slow in terms of explaining it step by step. I think earlier we have done. I believe now it is more clearer. Step by step information is more important. ठीक है. I'll head back to business suit account. Now look at that, everything has been verified. ठीक है. So if you just come down into users here, people, now you will be able to see this specific user is actually what happened, why it is taking time. It's taking time. We have a page, ठीक है, we have a page connected to that user, okay, and then we have an ad account connected. So what I can do is I can just click on to add asset. Okay, now I don't have any assets here. Okay, now I'll just come down under pixel, ठीक है, add asset. Now here look at that, I have an ad account. I'll select, okay, I'll select this ad account and then click on to add. This is very important, and then I'll just click on to comments. That means I have added my pixel. Then I'll just click comments. Look at that, now I have my ad account added. Now I want to add what is it called as, if you want to add any other assets, you can always go down and add those assets. It will be available for you here. You just need to select what assets you want to add it. You can just go down and add it. When you scroll down into brand safety, when you click on to domains, okay, when you click on to add Amazon's assets, you will be able to see the page as an asset added. Now what is happening is your domain, your page has to be linked to your ad account. Your pixel has to be linked to your website and your ad account. Okay, this is very mandatory before you start running your advertisements, before you start running your ads. This is the simple setup in order to go down and do it. Later on, assume that if you are running a lead campaign or whatever, if you want to create a custom conversion, now you'll be able to see custom conversions. I can come down here and create a custom conversion. I'll click here, and then what is the either create a new conversion or add a conversion. If you're already having one, if you want to import it, you can do that up. But we are not, that topic is not about today. It is all about later stuff. Today thing is all about for you all to understand exactly how do you set up your ad account. It is very much mandatory that you understand exactly how to properly set up your ad account. It is the series of what is that called as steps that you need to be doing it. Just having your Facebook Meta account does not mean that you have you can run advertisements. Understanding it, it's a series of steps that you need to apply for your business before you start advertising onto Meta. Now whatever we did here, it is all related to Meta. So this is how, and anything that you want to manage, you can just need to manage. For example, when you say integration, now assume that if you are generating leads and you want to connect leads to your CRM. Assume that you have a CRM and you want to connect. So what you can do is you can connect the app like Zapier. Now Zapier is basically an app that helps you to connect your CRM to your Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever that connection it is going to help you. You can use that application and connect your lead access directly. If anybody is filling those, immediately it will come into your CRM, and you don't need to go down and see immediately. If anybody comes down and fills this information, rather than going down, the information will be aligned in your CRM. People will just go down and see. For any sorts of integration, you need to be going here. Security center, if you feel anything is missing it out, look at that. Two admin author means be not there. Admin always maintain another one admin. If something happens to this account, for example, I will not be able to access this account or this one. So in order to do that out, what I can do is I can just go down and add another person, so that even something happens to this account, the access to business ad account will be there with him, and all assets we can still run advertisements. Understanding it? So you just need to add another admin from here and then confirm that, so that even they will be able to identify those things. Apart from that, there will be request, anything request you have received or sent, all those options will be available here. You can manage each and everything available right from at this center. It's a, believe me, it's a very simple, what is it called as a system, a business manager account. It is much more easier than your ad account. Believe me, when you go into your, now this is your ad account. PS means I just come down here and then say ad manager. Now this is SV agency. Now I need to be running advertisements right from here. Okay, what is this? How is this? How this entire process works out? That we will understand in our later or upcoming classes. You don't need to worry, because today I just taking this because I'm waiting for what's his name, Vijay. In this process, I knew that I have not taken something which is more to be relevant. I am taking it so that you can understand and create your assets, and then we can create your advertisement. This is the overall process for advertisements. However, the three of you will be having a separate class. I'll be having right, I'll be starting in a minute, and I'll explain you about something, and then we will conclude the class on that. And then, but before you get started, I would recommend you do this out and keep it before you, so that when you get inside, you can start working on advertisements and how to work, what has to be done inside. This is really very big. Now from that is, it is already different thing. Now this is, you have so many things that you will be learning. Okay. So you, how do you go ahead and do that? How do you read reports? How do you understand data? Everything that we will be understanding it in our upcoming later classes. You don't need to worry on that part. But however, we will be continuing it tomorrow, continuing with this. I hope I have recorded this session. I'll be sharing this recording because I do not want to do this again and again. I can explain you 100 times audiences, no problem, but I cannot do this again and again. That's the reason I have completely recorded the session. I'll be giving you access in this LMS as well. In the LMS, I'll be sharing you a link for an account where you will be having this kind of videos. So you just need to go down and just watch that and implement it, not today, later on also. So if we are getting into Facebook advertisements for you people, now at that time I will not be going and teaching it. I'll ask you to please go and watch this thing and set up your own account. If you have any doubts, you can always come back to me and then sort out your what is it called as doubts. So if you, it is not that in one time you become mastered. So if you set up one account, two accounts, three accounts, what happens is you will be able to go down and understand the entire flow. Because I had been doing this on continuous, because it is very easy for me. For you, you need to be going down, and once you do this out, this will be much more easier. Clear enough? Do we have any doubts?
See, Google also has got something called pixel, right? Some code is there.
That is called as conversion action.
Yeah, so that we need to add it to the header anyway, manually.
Huh.
So pixel, we are doing.
Pixel. See, the thing is, every traffic source. I mean, traffic source means Google. Means the alphabet Google. Now Google has something called as conversion action. It is something pixel. They can say Google pixel. We can say it off. Okay.
So any which ways we need to keep both the plugins.
Obviously. Now that data is being tracked by Google. Google will not have access to Pixel.
That's what it is.
Pixel is a different company. It is Meta, and whereas Google is Alphabet. So they will be having a different tracking system, and they will be having different tracking system. Now Elon Musk. So Twitter. Now Twitter have their own conversion code. They say conversion code. So in LinkedIn has a different code. If you're having everything goes on header. Everything goes in header. So how do we implement it? When we go there, we will understand it. So see, implementation part is very easy. Believe me, I can go and create multiple Google ad accounts and do it. MC accounts or Google ad accounts, I can go and do that out. But this one I cannot do that up. I'm facing problems for each and every student. Believe me, I cannot be showing that account every time. Believe me, for every time I need to be going and creating a different ad account if I'm full with that access account. So that's the reason I have recorded this total session, so that this becomes easier. If any changes comes down, I'll make sure that the changes I will explain it in a different video itself, so that you will be having that access on continuous basis. Clear enough? Understood? Not understood? If you have created, well and fine. If you have not created, if you are full with the account, just see exactly how many ad accounts that you have, means how many business accounts you have it in your business account. Huh? It's there. कितने हैं? दो हैं. Business manager account. Please understand that business manager account is different. This is not your ad account. Business manager account can hold up to as many as number of ad accounts. Okay, not one, two, three, many. It can hold many pages as well. It does not mean that one business manager and one this thing ad account. No, never, not like that. Okay, so I'll conclude this class today, so that at least I think Dhara, I think now you have all step by step. I think you wrote it right now, all step by step exactly how do you go down and set it up, from starting from creation of an business manager account to an setting up a business manager account, creating a page, creating an ad account, connecting your other assets like Instagram and WhatsApp, and creating your pixel, setting up your pixel to your website and verifying it and creating an event, and then connecting those assets. This is the overall topic of what it called as. Yeah.
So this you'll be sending to me also.
I'll be sharing it into the LMS itself. Okay, guys. So that is what it is all about. I would recommend you please 2-3 people please wait, and then we'll get started with other session. आप कल मिलेंगे चारों से.